What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? This is your homeboy Hood Real for the Hood Real Show, and I'd like to thank y'all for joining me on another lovely podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Today, what we're going to be talking about, guys, we're going to be talking about Sweet 16 turned sour. Also, deer suicides. That's right, deer suicides on the rise. Also, a lion attack in Africa, South Africa. Also, a warning of a tidal flood event, guys, that's supposed to be coming soon. Also, we're going to be talking about the job crisis right now, and also there's other things we're going to be talking about as well to add on to that, and that's going to be solar storms, guys. That's right, there's a lot of activity going on around our star right now, guys, or on our star right now. So as we get into it, we're just going to go ahead and dive into it, and we're just going to tell you guys about this story that we found, guys, and you know, I mean, wow, this is one that really makes you think. Man, wow. Let's go ahead and get into it. So, Sweet 16 turned sour, guys. Mom finds a boy in bed with her teen daughter, and what happens next is, wow. Let's just get into it, guys. Here we go. All right. A mother discovered a boy sleeping in the bed with her 16-year-old daughter after the two had consensual arrangements. You know, so I guess mom's thinking that, you know, her daughter's, you know, sleeping and good night, sweetheart, and all that good shit. And she's watching her favorite show or reading her favorite novel, if you will. And mom says, hey, you know what the hell? Let me just go and check on, you know, Susan, if you will. We'll just use Susan. She opens up the door, and lo and behold, what the fuck's going on here? Excuse my French, guys. Now, allegedly, this happened at 1 a.m. The mom was not at all happy with the discovery, guys. And she allegedly jumped upon the young man and started hitting him repeatedly. I mean, just punching the boy in the face and in the stomach. Somehow, the boy broke free and escaped through a window. Allegedly running from fear of the mom's rageful attack, she chased him. Of course. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, damn. I mean, what the fuck? Now, first of all, guys, let's just get into this. Let's just think about this, okay? Y'all 16, man. What the fuck? What the hell do you know about consensual relations and the consequences and all that good jazz that comes along with it, guys? You guys don't need to even be thinking about that type of stuff right now. I mean, come on now. You're supposed to be like, you're not even. What the? Anyway, this your homeboy Hood Real. Let me continue on, guys. You know. She chased the young man, guys, and then you know what? Mom said, you know what? You know what? Okay, I'll tell you what. Let me go on back to the house. So the mom returned back to her home, and where the boyfriend allegedly left the keys to his car. Yeah, that's right. He left the keys to his vehicle after he just ran for it. He just sprinted down. We don't know if the boy got dressed. According to the reports, we don't know if the young man was unclothed running around. But the whole incident, guys, is just crazy. It's not meant to be funny or anything like that. But damn, what the hell? 16, man. What you expect, bro? Listen. I'm telling you, man. It could have been a lot more worse. But as we continue to move on, guys, the mom then took the young man's keys, took his vehicle, drove it to the house, backed it up and down the street a few times, trying to lure the young man to come and get his vehicle. And then she dropped it off at his house, busting out his windows and damaging the vehicle, taking it back to the entire vehicle, guys. All right. Now, with that being said, the mom was charged with assault and unlawful transportation of a vehicle and property damage, totaling over $5,000, and also hospital damages. Good grief, man. Now, out of the whole thing, we know that it's a bad thing, and you kids shouldn't even be thinking of consensual relations and all that fun jazz. You really shouldn't. You're supposed to be on your books and thinking about your future and your investments. Come on, guys, for real. This your homeboy Hood Real. We don't do it like that. You're influenced by so much stuff out there. Our youth are. They're influenced by a lot of things. And with that influence, sometimes parents can't see and catch everything, guys. And that's the realism of it. But with that being said, you're supposed to be responsible individuals, guys. And you have to think clearly. You can't be going around thinking about consensual relations. You're 16 years old, guys. You got plenty of time for all that. These are the years where you're supposed to be developing your minds and preparing your future. Not doing oddball things that are very risky. It could have been a bad situation. Anyway, do you guys think that the mom was wrong? What if the old man would have been there? Oh my God, what if the old man would have saw it? What if the old man would have busted in on this? I'm sure it would have been a total different story. So, allegedly the woman was charged, like we said before, with property damage, unlawful transportation of a vehicle, also assault on the young man. Wow. We wonder what the mom did to the daughter. I'm sure she's probably grounded. And young lady, you know better. You know better, young ladies out there. You guys know better. No. We don't do it. You're 16 years old. You don't do it like that. Anyway, guys, we're gonna continue to move on. Don't do it, guys. Keep your minds on your books. It's your homeboy Hood Real. We're gonna go ahead and keep it moving, guys. All right, now we're gonna start talking about deer suicides. That's right. Deer are committing suicides. Oh, what the hell, guys? Where do we get this shit from, man? Who wrote this shit? All right, okay. Anyway, guys, deer suicides apparently are on the rise in this alleged story that we're going to tell you about here. All right, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and jump into it. Apparently, a small group of deer near Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Could you imagine, if you will, seeing something like this? Of deer, the actual incident was caught on camera, and the footage was circulated, generating interest. Now, Catherine Verhusen, if I'm saying that right, videotaped the deer jumping off of a bridge, guys. And she watched, and she just looked like gasped, what? And the bridge was quite high, guys. So the chances of these poor animals, oh God, if you could just, it was a group of them, guys. Now we think of what could have caused the deer to make the worst decision of their lives, guys. Allegedly, some believe disorientation, or perhaps a combination of the rutting season, a busy highway, or deer hunting activity in the area at that time, guys. Now, according to a conservation officer from the Iowa Department of Natural Resources, he stated that new construction was going on and perhaps drove the animals away, and they were disoriented. They were disorientated, not familiar with their original habitat, guys, being spooked away by all the machinery and all the construction or whatever have you that was going on. And this is the thing that's going on with that. Natural habitats, guys, are these poor animals are being overtaken. It's overtaken, guys. I can recall, myself around my area, guys. On my way home, one evening, I'm driving. I look to the side, and along a football field around one of the high schools, there's a deer running down the sidewalk of the fence. And I'm looking at this in shock, like, where did this thing come from? And allegedly, with all the construction and all the evading, if you will, of the natural habitats of these animals is causing this stuff going on, guys. So, with that being said, we just, wow, it's just crazy with deer committing suicide by jumping off this bridge. This is crazy. let's have a little fun with it, if you will. Maybe perhaps these deer said, fuck it, you know what, Santa, I'm not going to be your slave and pull this sleigh and do all this bullshit. We've been doing this for years. I'm tired of it. I can probably perhaps get some benefits. You know what? Fuck it. And they just decided to jump off a bridge in a group. No, just having fun with it, guys. Seriously, on a serious note, guys, for real. That was just something to make you laugh, guys. No pun intended to Santa, his elves, and the theme of Christmas itself, and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. All right, allegedly, guys, these were white-tailed deer. Yeah, white-tailed deer, guys. So, with that being said, we'll say a prayer for those animals. We will, because, we're animal lovers here at the Hood Real Show, and all life to us is precious. So we'll say a prayer for those animals, guys. And if you can, guys, try to, if you do happen to see a stray animal or a stray wild animal, of course, do not approach the animal. Call the proper authorities to handle the situation properly, guys. All right, so let's continue to move on, guys. We're going to talk about a lion attack that occurred on a reserve, guys, in South Africa. Now, this one, right? That's the title of this for real? All right, okay. All right, guys. So, as we can tell you about this story here, this one is we're gonna roll into it like this. All right. You should never step into the lion's den with pork chop drawers on. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and dig into it. That's just a little something to tickle you, but let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and dig into it. Anyway, a pride of lions devoured 3 rhino poachers, guys, alive in South Africa at a game reserve. That's right. Now, South Africa is allegedly famous for having the highest population of wild rhinos. Because of this alleged fact, there is presumably a great deal of poaching activity in the region. The current reportedly population of rhinos in the world is allegedly around 29,000 right now, according to research. Now, over 1,000 of these majestic beasts were illegally hunted in 2017. And the main reason these alleged poachers are so attracted to the endangered rhinos is because of their horns, guys, and which is in great demand in southeastern countries. Allegedly, people in the regions believe that the horns possess certain healing properties. Therefore, the horns have high prices, presumably in the range of allegedly $3,000 a piece. Wow. Wow. A lot of people believe that it was the poacher's own karma when the poachers allegedly entered the reserve and tried to hunt these endangered rhinos, guys. But in a gruesome turn of events, the poachers were eaten alive by a group of fearsome lions. Wow. Wow, what the hell? So they think they can just sneak in and do these evil acts against nature. And nature had a defense mechanism. The guards, if you will, were these lions, guys. This is crazy. Nature is smarter than you think. Don't think that animals are dumb. They're not. They're not dumb. They're conscious, first of all. Sometimes they're aware of their surroundings, and sometimes they're not aware of their surroundings. But I'll tell you one thing: never approach a wild animal, guys. Never. Now, the owner of the reserve where the incident occurred, we'll say Nick Fox, stated that the attack took place around midnight and that very little remains of the poachers remain to provide evidence of the incident. The staff people at the park allegedly only found bones and other remains after searching the reserve, in which were different parts of the area. So they found parts of these poor souls scattered all around the park, guys. God bless. It shouldn't be going on. It really shouldn't be going on. There shouldn't even be a reserve. These animals shouldn't be, if you will, captured like this. I mean, or encaged, if you will. They're wild animals on this reserve, and people are profiting off of these animals, guys. It's not right. The incident itself wasn't right and should have took place, but then again, you're dealing with wild animals, and you know what? We'll say a prayer for those 3 poachers. Wow, man, and that's that story. So never ever step into the lion's den with poor top draws on, because you will get your ass ate up. Anyway, this your homeboy Hood Real. We're gonna keep on moving on, guys. Now we're gonna also talk about a few other things, guys, and this is the one thing that we're talking about, and these are ocean swells. Sea levels are rising. Floods are occurring all over the world, guys. And this one allegedly is something that's forecasted that's coming soon. So forecasters predicted that one of the biggest tidal flood events of the past 2 decades will occur soon, guys. Allegedly, over 20 million people are under alert for coastal flooding. Now, from sources, Baltimore and Washington, D.C., as a low pressure system shifts from the central U.S. towards the northeast, allegedly is causing this, or is the threat, guys. Allegedly, to the warning, coordination meteorologist, at the National Weather Service, or NYS, in Virginia, allegedly told CNN Weather, guys. That's where we got some snippets from. Thank you for that information. The biggest impacts are expected to be one of the worst tidal flooding events that we have had in the past 10 or 20 years, guys. Now, for a lot of areas and locations in the Chesapeake Bay watershed areas, alleged flooding is expected to peak on Friday and linger through Saturday, in which 2 or 4 feet of coastal flooding is likely to occur, guys. Also, we have reports of the river gauge, or river gorge, if you will, for Chesapeake Bay and Cambridge, Maryland, is forecasted to reach over 5 feet, in which now is making its second highest tide on record, behind a height of 6.2 feet, which was reached by Hurricane or Storm Isabel in 2003. Another location is St. George's Island at 3.5 feet. Water will cover roads, or it's covering roads, guys, and yards, and is approaching structures, allegedly. According to NOAA, allegedly water anomalies are already up to 2 feet at Straits Point and rising, and at Annapolis. It has also been allegedly hovering at or around minor flood stages right now as we speak, even as astral tide is going into low tide. These are areas that are at risk of flooding, guys. The Annapolis City Dock watching crest in hopes that that it doesn't reach. They're hoping that the crest doesn't reach 5 feet, as that will cause significant and widespread flooding in the area, guys, along the low tidal Potomac and adjacent tidal tributaries, guys. That's right. So, you guys have got to get yourselves prepared. The world is changing, guys. So with that being said, what's to come, you guys, I hope everything is going to be okay. Everything will be okay. We're going to get through all this, guys. We are, like I said before, prayer strong. Our prayers are with everyone all the time, guys. And our love is with you guys as well. We're also going to continue to move on, guys, and tell you about a few more other things before we conclude here, and that's solar storms, guys. Allegedly, a geomagnetic storm of class G3, presumably, according to speculations, will be the most powerful, allegedly, that will hit the Earth soon, guys. Now, NASA has already issued alerts for the coronal mass ejection phenomenon. Now, at the base of the solar storm, guys, it was observed on Thursday on the side of the star that faces the earth. Now, the consequences are not allegedly fascinating, for example, like the Northern Lights will say, guys, but also in practical, but also they are practical, if you will. In fact, allegedly this can presumably affect satellites and interfere with radio communications and also electronic devices, guys. Some reports state that certain parts of South Africa are suffering blackouts right now as we speak. Other weaker storms may be recorded in the coming days, guys. Wow. So, as the coronal mass ejection allegedly, a solar storm allegedly comes this way, guys, be prepared. Some people will be enlightened. Things might change. But, we're not going to think about the worst. We're going to think about the best. And that's cosmic energy, guys. That's cosmic energy. That's what's coming from the void. And that's going to bring change to us all in a great way, in a beautiful way, and not in a bad way that a lot of people are fearing. All right, so have no fear, guys. Have no fear with all that stuff, So anyway, this is your homeboy Hood Real, guys. I just wanted to go ahead and drop a few jewels at you guys, or drop a few lines at y'all, and just tell you guys about a few things here that we had that we wanted to bring to light. The solar storms, the coming event allegedly of a tidal flooding in the Chesapeake area, guys. Also, we wanted to tell you about this weird, strange things that's been going on with these animals, and also protecting and loving animals and loving everything, guys, and just knowing that keeping God in your heart and staying blessed and staying true is the way to go. And everything is conscious, guys. It really is. And stay hopeful. Always stay positive. Don't let nothing hold you back. And what I mean by that is, don't let fear hold you back, guys, by all these restrictions and things that are going on, all the bad news that's coming, and all this other stuff that people come at you with. It's all BS, meant to throw you off, like I told you guys before. Pay attention to the forefront and stay bright. Keep the light in your heart and in your eyes, guys. Anyway, this is your homeboy Hood Real for the Hood Real Show, and I'll see you guys next time.